Have you ever stood face to face with your greatest challenge and felt completely paralyzed? That was me. Right before I led my first men's workshop, I was standing outside the room. My heart was pounding. I was about to lead a group of men for the first time, but I literally could not move. Suddenly, I was pulled into an old memory, a time when I froze during a speech and completely messed it up. That failure, it followed me. And now, in that moment, I wasn't just afraid of leading the workshop, I was showing up to my greatest challenge, my Pharaoh. I realized I wasn't just walking into that room, I was walking into my most limiting moment. You would call it my Mitzrayim, the narrow place that had been holding me back for years. And then I remembered something from this week's Torah portion. God says to Moses, come to Pharaoh. Not go, he says come. And the Lubavitcher Rebbe explains that God wasn't sending Moses to face Pharaoh alone. He was saying, come with me. Step into your greatest challenge with me by your side. We all have a Pharaoh, that one thing that feels too big to face. And we all have a Mitzrayim, our most limiting moments, the narrow places that make us feel small. But God is saying to us, whether we can hear it or not, come with me. You don't have to face it alone. So I took a deep breath. I walked into that room, not as my fear, not as my failure, but as someone who's part of something infinite. And that's when everything changed. That moment taught me something I'll never forget. Your Pharaoh, your Mitzrayim, it's not there to stop you. It's there to help you grow into the greatest version of yourself. And you don't have to face it alone. God is saying, come with me. Let's face this together. What's your greatest challenge? What's your Pharaoh, your Mitzrayim? Drop it in the comments or tag someone who needs this reminder. Let's take this step together.